Good morning, everyone. This is your Larry Monster, another trucking vlog. And this morning, I thought I'd do a little bit of a kind of like a morning. Get that out of there. Do a little bit of a morning video, I guess. I don't know about my morning prep and how I get this started. I'm kind of using let's see, my camera in one of my hands because my headset thing from my headset camera or whatever, it broke, so now I have to use one of my hands to kind of vlog this. So this morning it's around 2:10 right now, around 2:10 in the morning. Usually I get here around 3 most days, but yesterday I had some breathing issues and I just couldn't go to work because I was just having a really hard time, and I'm still having a bit of a hard time, but I really need to make that bread and I really need to make dead ends, so gotta get that cheddar. So I'm just COVID, it's one of those things. So I already got my truck mostly started and ready to go. I'll do a quick walk around to kind of show you what I usually do, guys, and then hopefully you learn something from this. I don't know why I vlog. It's just, I don't know, I gotta try to fill the void because I don't really get out too much after work, and so it's kind of fun to do. I like to teach people who are trying to get into the industry. Plus, logging is it's a pretty good industry to get into. You get a lot of respect. You go a long way. So let's see. Well, my backlights are working, so that's good. Side lights, my running lights. Can't really see it because it's really dark on video. Like, I can see it just fine, but there's wrappers on here. I got about 6 of them. I'm running shorts today. Short logs are basically, so I got a stack right here and a stack in the back. So short logs are really good. Good money for the company. I think they actually make more on shorts. So I already went around the truck, thumped my tires, checked my hoses. Everything seems pretty good. Check the glad hands and everything. Yep, I'll make sure it's all plugged in. Check the kingpin, the release, and the frame and everything. I don't do the whole DOT inspection, like they teach you in trucking school. You just kind of build up a routine. It's not like you become complacent. You just kind of know your truck and you know what's wrong with it. You do look around often a lot, but it's not required every single time. Just enough so that you can know what's wrong with your truck. And as long as my tires are inflated, my truck is running and it sounds good, and the hoses and everything are good, I don't have a problem. So hopefully, if I do have issues, I'll be driving one of those trucks right there, those orange trucks. It's an old Kenworth. But that's not the case here. So we're gonna get in the cab and rustle a little bit. Kind of a mess in here. I don't really clean that often, but I do clean every Friday and leave it good for me next week. But let's see. That's a little bit better. My lips are all chapped, so now I have to get a chapstick and start, putting that on my lips. So that's always fun. God dang it. Went all the way through. Alright. So 104,000 pounds. God damn. I know it's at 92. I think it's just because my truck is forward in a ditch, sorta. So And my morning routine doesn't really take very much. I want to take a whole video on it when I get a full headset and stuff like that. So when I do that, I want to do a whole video from start to finish, you know, pre-trip, next, any defects, nope, doesn't matter, nope, nobody cares to check it in your shipping, add document, excuse me. I do have another video, well, yeah, I think I'll have one other video, TSY 2, we're going to, we got, oh, that's not what I want to do, Alta, right? Nah, that's darn it. Hard to do when you got only one hand holding the camera and the other one just, alright, so, let's see. Check the bill of lading, basically your login ticket, but it is a bill of lading, so if you ever get pulled into the weigh station, this is basically your bill of lading, BOL. 15354. Can y'all remember that for me? 15354. Okay, TSY to 15354, right? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, if I get busted, I get busted. They're like, oh, you can put in the wrong number, dumbass. Yeah, that's all right. Excuse me. All right. Oh, let's see. Let me break it down. So you're probably wondering what this is. All right. So on the very right, you see 5941. That's how many hours I have left in this week. A week can consist of 60 to 70 hours, and the only way to stop that clock while you are working is to go off duty. That's the only way to stop that clock during the week. In the middle, you'll see 1341. That's, you get only 14 hours in a day. That's called your entire shift time. So in the shift time, you when you go on lunch, even if 30 minutes, that clock will not stop. That will continue to clock down. Since I signed in this morning, and it started at 14 hours, you only get 14 hours in a day. So it will not stop. So as soon as I go on lunch, it will not stop. It will continue to count down. My drive time is only 11 hours. I cannot exceed that many hours of drive time or I'll go in violation. The same with the 14-hour clock. Now the only way to reset the 14-hour clock, the shift clock anyway, is to have a 10-hour break. A 10-hour break, that means you go home, you go to bed, and you come back and within the 10 hours, well, after 10 hours, preferably, or the whole entire 10 hours. But I mean, you're pushing yourself pretty hard. I wouldn't do that. I want to go home and, play some video games and relax and go to sleep and then relax some more in the morning and then come to work. I don't know how to do that. So yeah. So to review, 60 hours, 70 hours a whole week. The only way to reset that is to have, I believe it's either 32 or 34 hour break in between to reset your 60 hours. So 14 hours a day only and 11 hours of drive time. If your 14 is lower than your 11, that's fine. And then the countdown when you start the day, it's going to go off of your shift time rather than your drive time, if that makes sense. So if you're driving, it's going to go off of your shift time, how much you have on your shift time. So there's this, there's just a bit of everything. Logs, it's just, oh, I forgot. This thing's a little finicky. So I wasn't here yesterday, as you can tell. I was off duty because I just wasn't feeling great. I just felt like crap. I had, I don't know, man. I think I still have COVID. I think I'm getting reinfected or something bullshit. I don't know. And then as you can tell, I was off duty in the morning, And I started around roughly 3 in the morning. I checked my truck. I drove. I stopped, looked at my truck. Then I probably like unloaded, and then I had my 30-minute break because I was off duty. See how I was off duty. And SB, that means sleeper berth. We don't have a sleeper berth, as you can tell. So, and then D is for drive time, and on is for on duty. Now on duty, that consists of pre-trip, post-trip, en-route trip, loading, unloading, anything work that does not require driving. So also including yard move. So if you got to go across the yard, you go to yard move, etc. So I'll kind of teach you that a little bit. So you got off duty, got drive, got on duty, you got off duty personal conveyance, which we're not really supposed to use, but what I typically do, since we take our lunch break at the mills, and if you're gonna have your 30-minute break there while you're getting loaded, which is preferably, because that way by the time you're done with your lunch, you already loaded and you can go back down to your destination wherever. So what I usually do is I go off duty, I just park, and before it's my turn to get loaded, I go off duty, 30-minute lunch break, and then I wait for about 5 minutes, and then if they excuse me, and then if they're already ready for me, I'll just go to off-duty personal conveyance, and I'll go to personal use, and that way I can move around the yard quicker rather than slowing everyone down behind me or in front of me. And then yard move, that is, you don't want to forget to go to drive, because you can accidentally drive on the road and this will think you're still on yard move. Even though you might be going 50 or 60 miles an hour, it's still going to detect yard move. So the whole reason why this is important, because this is what makes me legal. This whole thing right here is what makes me legal on the road. If I get pulled in and they look at my logs, they have to make sure that this is concise and make sure that it is legal, that I'm doing everything in my power to make sure I'm driving legal. So that's how that works. Oh boy, that was a lot of information. Let's see. That took almost half an hour. That's fine. It's educational purposes, so I enjoy doing this. My truck should be about warmed up right about now. I'm gonna go ahead and hold down the brake. You can kind of tell I put some pressure down, about almost 60 pounds of pressure. So you can kind of see right there, about 60 pounds of pressure of air. I press down on the pedal, and then I let it go down, and I'm gonna keep it hold down so I can build. If it's building air, then I know that I'm good and I'm safe and my air brakes are working properly. So usually this takes about a minute. Roughly you want to wait a minute and see how fast you can build up air. So preferably, actually doing pretty good. So I'm still holding down a constant pressure of 60 pounds. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. Idle shutdown, it's gonna happen. Anyway, it looks like it's going there. I'm gonna rev the engine. That way that will go away, because it will shut down on itself after about 5 minutes of inactivity. So that's what that does. This is my transmission. I just hold down the brake and I press R for reverse, N for neutral, D for drive. And then if I am going through the yard and I need to go a certain speed, I'll put in the M. I'll type in M, and then it'll put me in the first gear. And plus and minus is to let me shift gears if I need to. So yeah, let's see. And yeah, I think that's all I'm going to really show you in this video. There's my weight scales. My inside cab scales are kind of, so A means my front, B means my back weight, and then when both are highlighted, it is my total gross weight throughout the whole truck, which is 103,000 pounds, which isn't accurate because I'm kind of in a tiny little ditch, so it's gonna change as soon as I get onto the road. Yeah, what else? There's not really much else inside the cab. One day I'm gonna have a whole video of outside and inside of the truck. Just kind of give you guys a bit of a rundown of what happened. So, yeah. Hey, don't judge me, all right? I like candy. All right. Let's see. Well, there's not nothing much else. I mean, this radio is pretty cool. I got Bluetooth, so I listen to that. All right, I'm gonna have to get going though. It's getting to that time, so you know, I can already see it's like almost 2:30. People are gonna start rolling in, and they're gonna surpass me. I think that's it in this video. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you learned a little bit from this. Maybe not. I don't know. So yeah, leave a like and comment and stuff like that, and then I'll get back to you guys and later on. So have a good weekend, and catch you all later. See you on the flip side. Bye.